Okay, live on YouTube, going on Rumble, Facebook, and then I'll do Instagram on the phone here. Everywhere. All right. Now I just need to get my chats up. Okay. Rumble chat is up. YouTube chat is up. Facebook. Go live. Okay, Facebook chat is up. Let me just do one more. I need to grab the Instagram chat. Oops. All right, so tonight I'll be working on a new tune. A new tune from a John Owen quote. I believe it's from his work, A Body of Divinity. So I have that right here. I started sketching a little bit. I had a rough layout. Actually, I had a rough layout for a couple of years, and I just kind of shelved it. I just wasn't happy with how it was going. But now I'm pretty okay with how it's going. Not pretty okay. I'm happy with how it's going. And well, I'm not sure why my Instagram Live chat is not coming on. So if you say anything on Instagram Live, just know that I may not see it, because part of my contraption that's holding my phone is covering up the chat. So I apologize. I see one from Media something. You rock, dude. Thank you. Appreciate it. Hey, Honest Youth Pastor, how you doing? All right. So right now, I have this all sketched out. A weak faith can lay hold on a strong Christ. Thomas Watson. I actually originally had this as J.C. Ryle, but then I looked it up. When I look up quotes, you never know who to trust, because some people said it was Spurgeon, some people said it was J.C. Ryle, some people said it was Thomas Boston. Another person said it was Richard Sibbes, but I actually found the direct quote in Thomas Watson's A Body of Divinity. And I found that through CCLE, Christian Classics Ethereal Library, ccle.com or .org or something like that. Okay. If you have any questions or comments, just throw them in the chat. I'm just going to be sketching here for a little bit. Okay, so I can kind of scroll down on Instagram on my phone here to see what we have. Okay. So I need to work on this text here. Get that blue. I'm working in Clip Studio Paint. It's a comics creation software that I use every day for a lot of my different projects. It has a really good project organizer that keeps me organized, helps me to know where all my files are, which is very important. One thing I have always struggled with is illustrating text. But I've been watching recently found this guy on YouTube, Chris Piasek, who is really good at just illustrating funky looking text. And so I've been kind of taking some pointers from some of his stuff, although I don't want this one to be too wacky looking or too crazy looking. I want you to still be able to read it. Actually, what I'm going to do here, so he'll draw these like boxes and then just fill those boxes with his text. And he uses those boxes as a guide. Johnny Fretless, who is doing narration? I'm not sure what that means. Me? Paul? Oh, hey, I got it working. That was on Instagram and it popped up on my feed over there. It just sounded like a different person. Okay, maybe it's because my face is right next to the phone. The phone that's recording. I typically will go live on Instagram on my desktop. However, that hasn't been working very well recently. And so I have my phone propped up on a stand right in front of my face. And I actually didn't realize that you had said that from Instagram until I looked on my phone here, because I also have it connected so that all of the chats from Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Rumble, they all show up in my streaming software. So I don't know where it's coming from unless I look at the logo. I don't like that. Nice day today, so we all went out for a hike in the woods into a different place, different trails that we had never been on before, which was nice. And I do want these kind of overlapping the illustration here. Hello everybody who is just now joining Instagram. How you doing? Oh, I think I'm going to be echoing here. There we go. I think that, no, I still hear an echo. What's going on? I think I fixed it. No, I didn't fix it. What? There. No. What's going on? Oh well. I'll just have to deal with it. There. Just turned my speaker off. Bubble Gween, how are you? You have a question. What software are you using? Love your works. Thank you. I am using Clip Studio Paint EX. Right up here. Also pull that up for you. Clip Studio Paint. Thanks, big support from the Philippines. Thank you, I appreciate it. Yes, Clip Studio Paint, as I was saying earlier, is my go-to software for drawing comics. Okay. Shall we do some inking? This is my favorite part of the drawing process, is the inking. But I especially love being able to use actual inks on paper. That is my all-time favorite thing to do. Greetings, all you newly joining Instagram people. Jesse29, Kodiak Bolton, Ends, Falling Poster Productions, Tam Wilhelmina. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for tuning in. I think I'll have his hand kind of reaching up behind there a little bit. His little robe thingy that he's wearing. Shoes. Sola Printura, thanks for stopping in. Zen T and Deuce is on the loose. thanks for stopping in. Hope y'all are doing well this evening. Actually, I'm going to do that on a separate layer. I'm just going to draw through this so that I can have this as a separate element in case I want to use it for something else later on. My years of freelancing have prepared me for this. Always make your art on separate layers for each element, just in case the client asks for something else to be done with something. So if you have text along with an image, do the text in a separate layer or separate folder. That way you can separate things a lot easier if you need to. Okay. I will even draw these dogs on a separate layer. Sola Printura. Do you also rename your layers? Because I always forget naming it. And then when I find some elements, I get dizzy looking for it. Yeah, I don't think I ever really named my layers. I can show you. See? Layer 5, layer 4, layer 3, layer 2. Sometimes I can find the layer I'm looking for based on what level of opacity it's on or what type of layer it is, whether it's a multiply layer or a screen layer. But otherwise, I don't know. I guess I just remember, or I end up just scrolling through all my layers and trying to find the one that I need. Got blocks here that need... Yeah, I should get into the habit of naming my layers better, at least, for saving time. Let's do that right now. We'll call this the ink layer. Actually, I'll call it cross ink, because then I'll have to do the text ink. That'll distinguish it. Typically, my wife is down here hitting the wave button to everybody who's new that joins the stream, asking the questions and reading the comments and stuff, but she's upstairs reading a book to the kids. I was struggling with the idea for this specific tune. Just because my original idea was just to have Watson clinging to the cross at the base of the cross, but I just felt like it needed more than just that. So I came up with the idea based on another comic I did with Spurgeon, where he's running from all these dogs, the dogs of affliction. And so that idea kind of inspired this one. Let's see if I can find that one. So that just inspired the dogs chasing him. There it is. This one right here. All the dogs of affliction are muzzled until God sets them free. So these dogs with the different things on them, like melancholy, poverty, calamity, unemployment, death, sickness, things like that. That was the inspiration for all these dogs, carrying chains with labels on them, doubt, affliction. And then you don't see this guy in the background, you don't see his label, but that's where the idea came from. In case you're curious. If you're not curious, then now you know. There's a beeper going off for our pressure cooker, but I'm not gonna go get it. Actually, that may not be for the pressure cooker. There we go. Hey, Sapphire Stones. Do you think AI will be a good or bad thing for the field of art? That's a loaded question. I'm not sure. I have some thoughts about AI. And I don't know, I have mixed feelings. I think if people, I don't think it's necessarily going to affect as far as like, there's different aspects that it could affect. The main aspect that people usually talk about, it seems, is replacing artists, taking jobs from artists, and I'm not terribly concerned about that because people who want real human-made art are going to seek out humans, and they're going to want to support humans, and we're never going to run out of people like that who actually want a good quality product rather than something quick. And that's all I see AI art as, is something quick to get out there. It's completely lifeless. There's no heart behind the creation of it. People that call themselves AI artists are not actually artists. They're just typing prompts into a computer, and the computer is taking other artists' artwork and as their base, and then creating some conglomeration of art or of image out of that. And so I don't think it's necessarily a good or bad thing for the art field. I think, well, I take that back. I think it's a good thing because it's going to push the actual artists to create art rather than content. Art that has heart to it. Art that has meaning to it. It's going to push them to think harder, to work harder. And I think that's a good thing. As an artist, you should always be learning, always be honing in on your craft. And if the fear of losing your job to a robot is something that drives you to make better art, then that's a good thing. You're never going to replace human artists because as humans, I believe that we are wired to create in some fashion or form. So that's my ramble on AI art. Would I ever use AI art, and do I appreciate people that use AI art? Not really. All it is a quick fix, really. It all tends to look very similar. Oh yeah, I think the AI can offer I think artists can use AI to help them not create the art for them, but to come up with ideas or prompt their mind to think of things in a different way that can lead them into a better way of doing their art. I think it's helpful in that way, in that sense. But I don't think AI art will ever replace actual artists. I don't think artists should use AI art. I don't think anybody should use AI art necessarily because of the fact that it's mining copyrighted images in order to train these AI models. And I don't know, they may have changed something since they started doing it, but they're training these AI models on copyrighted works of art, and some of the things that they're producing are like exact replicas of the of the artist's work that they're being trained on. Because when you're doing your prompt, you're doing do this in the style of such and such artist, and they'll have that artist, all of that artist's library of work, which is copyrighted, on there to use, and then someone's creating something, making it look like it's this other person's work that they had done. And I don't know. I'm still thinking through that. This is a topic that I don't have like solid opinions or knowledge on necessarily. So So I don't know. I'm still thinking through it. Okay. Those are my current thoughts on AI art for now. I actually thought about having a discussion with another artist on a live sometime about this topic. That's very true. Art is for human enjoyment, and part of enjoyment of extraordinary art is recognizing the possibility that if this artist can do it, I can too. When it's a computer, that part of enjoyment disappears. That's true. Okay. Why we don't hear your co-host today? The co-host of RefToons Live, aka your wife. she's finishing reading a book to the kids upstairs. That's why. Actually, it was kind of a a last minute thing that I decided to go live on Instagram like this today. I don't typically have my phone set up like this. I typically use my desktop and everything, but that has been causing a lot of lagging issues with the stream, because I also stream at the same time I stream to Instagram, I stream to YouTube, Facebook, and Rumble, and it's just a lot of stuff for the computer to work out. Alright, so I've got got my layers here. We'll name them all, as I was reminded to do earlier. Call that BG dog, and then these FG dogs, foreground dogs. Now I will do the inks for the text. So I don't remember the last time I did 2 brand new RefToons in like the span of a week. Usually it's the span of a couple months. But I'm also trying to get things ready for the next calendar, and I didn't have enough new ones to do, so that's what these... I can come check it and see if it's tender enough. I hear the co-host now. Yep. I had some pork in the pressure cooker, pork shoulder. And it's ready now, so... Oh, actually, I'll be right back. All right, just a quick update. I will be right back. I have to pull apart some pulled pork, which is literally just falling apart as I touch it with the fork. It is amazing, and it tastes really good. But I will be right back, and I'm gonna finish this tune tonight. So I'll be right back. Okay. All the pork is pulled, and it tastes delicious. All right, now I can finish this up. Does the ref and RefToons represent reform or reformation? Reformed and reformation. Reform tunes, reformation tunes. It's kind of interchangeable. I'm going to move this over like that. Actually, maybe I'll move the A over. Well, that didn't do what I wanted it to do. This way. There we go. A weak faith. My son came down here and said when he saw it, he thought it was a week, like one word. What happened? It looks like my screen froze on Instagram. Is it still going for you guys? My screen just went dark. Oh. Oh, because my battery. Okay. That thing is what's holding my phone, and it's on springs, and so it like went flying up and my phone just like flipped right out of my hand. Okay, let's try this again. There we go. There. What's that? I don't know. Oh. That's my sound. Okay, let's try this again, but I need to actually plug this in somehow. My phone's battery is dying. There we go. Don't know how much of that you guys can hear, so my son was in there flushing the toilet. Oh boy. And I have no way of muting the Instagram live, so I apologize in advance. Or after the fact. Turn the opacity on that one up. Oh, today's Friday. I was thinking it was Saturday. Well. T minus 321. How you doing? Thanks for stopping in. phone keeps telling me there's a low battery. All right, all the inks are done. Now it's time to lay in the flat colors. Uh-oh. That's not what I wanted. Great, now I have to separate these. I accidentally drew part of this text on the wrong layer. So now I have to redo this. There. Thankfully, this is a vector layer, so I can just select the nodes that I don't want. Oops. Although I can't select multiples. That's the only issue. There we go. What's that? Okay, now I can combine those two layers. It's going to be text ink. I will label that. Okay. Let's color this first. Actually, I think I'll change the color of that text to be orange-ish. Then I'm going to grab that yellow that I had. I'm just gonna this. No, that needs to be brighter. This and this. There. Yeah, I like that better, personally. Okay. Now, group those layers. Turn that off. Create a new layer. And this is going to be all stone. Maybe I'll make it a bluish stone. Yeah. Don't want that to happen. So close the gap. Oh, Polly's Guitar Journal on YouTube says, I can't see the entire screen, but is that Photoshop? No, this is Clip Studio Paint. Hopefully that noise of the pen on the screen isn't too annoying for you guys. Oops. Okay. Now to Thomas. Get some color on him. Alright, now I need to color these dogs. Probably a brownish gray color. A darker color here. That in here. There are all these things. Once I get all this color in, all I have left to do is the shadows and highlights and things. So this is actually going fairly quickly. What?
Can you see it? We may have to go for a drive.
What?
We may have to go. The Aurora Borealis. Do you see it? Do you see it? My mom and dad see it.
Do I see it?
Look.
No, I don't see it.
Look.
I'm not looking outside.
Oh, when was this sent?
Oh, cool.
9:21. Let's go outside. Let's go outside.
Okay. We're going out. I'm not wearing pants. Harper. Okay, I guess we're going to go try and see the Northern Lights. I'll be right back. I didn't see that. Have you ever looked into Affinity Photo or Krita? I do use Affinity Photo sometimes, but I like using this for my comic art. But I'll be right back.
We're going for a drive. I can't see it. I'm going somewhere. Come on.
Okay.
Gotta go?
All right.
Gotta go.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna call it a night, and we're gonna go look for the Northern Lights. So I will see you all later. If I can stop this.